Hello, welcome to my first video of my channel. Today we will be taking the present simple and the uses of the present simple. Okay, let's start with the affirmative. So here in the present simple we have four points. The first one is when we are talking about affirmative statements. Affirmative statements are when something is positive, when we are talking about something positive. Okay, the form of the affirmative statement is the subject plus the base form of the verb. So the subject could be a noun, and it could be a pronoun. So I might say a name like John, Jill, any name, or I could say I, they, he, she, it. All these are accepted as subjects. So the subject plus base form of the verb. For example, here I have I play every day. I is a subject, play is the base form of the verb, every day is and you can continue on with the sentence. The second one, Joe plays. See, notice the difference between the second example and the first example. So here, when I said a name, Joe plays, I added an S to the verb. I added an S to the verb, and then I continued with the sentence, which was every day. They play every day. So here, I tried to use the same sentence, but I changed the subject. Once I used I, so the base form of the verb stays the same. Joe, I added an S. You could also instead of Joe use he or she. He plays every day. She plays every day. You have to end with an S. For they play every day without an S. Okay, this is for the affirmative, which is, as I said before, in the positive form. When the B is talking about the negative statements. The negative statements we use do not or does not. Depends on the subject. So in the negative we use do not or does not. Let's go on to the form. So here we always have to start with a subject. So it's subject plus do plus not plus the base form of the verb. For example, I do not work every day. I do not work every day. She doesn't work every day. So she does not work every day. We contracted does and not together, and it gave us doesn't. She doesn't work every day. Third example, you don't work every day. You do not. Okay, do not, we pushed it together and we contracted it together and gave us don't. So you don't work every day. Great job. We're going on to the next one, which is yes or no questions and how to answer with short answers. So here, when yes or no questions is a type of question that the answer of it is either a yes or a no. So let's go on to the first one. Do they work every semester? Do they work every semester? So the answer is going to be yes, they do, or no, they don't. So we've noticed here we started with a do. Do they work every semester? When we want to answer, we answered with both yes and no, but here we've noticed the difference. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Great job. Let's go on to the next one. So the next question we use does, and I want you to concentrate on how it changes and how it differs from do. So does he work every evening? Does he work every evening? Yes, he does. So we began the question with a does. The answer has to have does. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Or you could say no, he does not. But to make things simpler, we pushed it all together. Okay, so here we're in the last form, which is WH questions. We all know what WH questions are. They're what, who, where, how, and when. So there are 5 WH questions. So WH questions when we're talking about the subject. So we have 2 types of WH questions using the present simple. One talking about the subject, and other ones that are different. So WH questions about the subject, for example, who works with you? So here the answer has to be a noun or a name or someone, because I'm saying who works with you. So you're gonna tell me Jane works with me, Alice works with me, Ahmed works with me. But and the next question too, what usually happens? What usually happens? You're gonna explain what usually happens. Yeah. So we're talking about a subject. Here in the other WH questions, for example, what do you do? What do you do? So what do you do in the evenings? Or what do you do on the weekends? I like to go swimming in the summer. In the winter, I like to watch on TV and have a cup of coffee. Whatever you like to do. And the question number 2, the second one, how long does she play? How long does she play? Okay, so here we're talking about like a time limit. You're gonna tell me 2 hours, 3 hours, 45 minutes. You're just gonna give me a period of time. Okay, that's it for this video. Catch on to the other video talking about the uses. Thank you for watching, and I hope you understood.